Right guys, on this video we're gonna see how was the fight of the Mythic The Lost Explorers, and this fight is a 3-boss fight. All 3 bosses are active during the fight, all stages, but one of them doesn't actually need a tank, so you're basically gonna tank only 2 of them. The other one is gonna just roaming around the room, so you don't actually need to worry about that. You just need to worry about the position of the bosses, because if the 3 bosses get too close together, they'll gain a massive absorb shield and you're gonna lose a lot of damage. There are some mechanics that you're gonna see throughout the fight, but the first ones are gonna be Blink Nova. Scroll Sage Iku, it's gonna blink to a random player, dealing heavy AoE damage, and after that it's gonna run to the boss again. Other mechanic that you're gonna see, it's Shell Spin, that are 3 green shells that first made Nana, it's gonna spawn, and if anyone gets hit by those shells, it's gonna be stunned for 4 seconds. The other mechanic, it's that are gonna spawn a lot of crates on the room, and one of those crates it's gonna have a fish, that it's gonna give the person that catches the fish an extra interact button that you can give the fish to one of the bosses. The only problem is that when we did the testing yesterday, 2 of the 3 intermissions were bugged and only 1 worked well. So we're now gonna see the 3 intermissions over here. So if you feed the fish to first mate Nana, 3 players are gonna be targeted with Mighty Thud, which is a large physical split damage hit. No matter how hard you tried, defensives, externals and everything, you could not survive the hit. It was way overtuned when we did the testing, and this intermission didn't work properly. The second intermission, if you feed the fish to Scroll Sage Iku, several players are going to receive either a fire or an ice debuff. Melee players are always going to get the ice, while ranged players are always going to get the fire debuff. The idea is that you need to drop the puddles and then remove the debuff by walking into the puddle of the opposite element. But when you tried to go to the opposite element, you literally just killed everyone on the raid. You literally just exploded the raid. The only intermission that actually worked is that when you feed the fish to Trainer Gibu, after a while he is gonna throw a mushroom on the room, and then he's gonna target the player with an explosive surprise. That player that needs to go farther away as possible from the mushroom, so whenever the bomb actually goes off, you have time to go to the mushroom and get over the blast. And that's basically it for the fight. We couldn't progress any much further from the fight. As we said, the fight was a little bit bugged, and we didn't have that much time when we figured out what was to do. So that's basically it for the fight, guys. We can now talk about the rogue part. As we saw over here, Subtlety Rogue and Outlaw Rogue are doing very good. Outlaw Rogue, in my opinion, it's the spec on all the 3 bosses that we did. It's the best one so far. It's the one that is performing the best in all type of scenarios, that just single target or even AoE. Of course, don't take anything granted from you guys, because we still have a lot of time until everything goes live, so we're gonna still have a lot of changes. But for now, the spec that I feel the most comfortable with and making the most damage consistently, it's Outlaw. Subtlety Rogue in Raid, it's actually very good. It has, as it already had, he has a very good burst and initial burst. The damage drops off a little bit here. Still trying to see if Deathstalker is going to be better or not on single target. But as Darkest Night, it's not doing the most damage, as we said on the last videos. We're still trying to see if they're going to fix it or not. But with the recent nerf, it just made it a little bit worse. But on the overall performance for Subtlety Rogue, it's doing well. As a rogue for this boss, it's actually the one that performed the worst. This was a 2-target cleave boss, because you don't have the 3 targets stacked. As we said on the video, you don't want the 3 targets stacked. And as a rogue doesn't have a lot of damage outside of the burst. We have a lot of damage outside of the burst when you have a lot of targets that have the bleeds on them. Only 2 targets with the bleeds, we cannot do a lot of damage here, and on this boss was the spec that was performing the worst. So just keep in mind that, guys. I'm still gonna put a clip of the other rogue performance here. Just keep in mind that was the worst performance from the 3 specs, as we said multiple times now. But for the rogue part, that's basically it, guys. Outlaw Rogue, it's performing really well. Subtlety Rogue, until now, it's the 2nd best spec for raid. And our other rogues really need some help from Blizzard just to to see how we can do damage outside of the burst window. But that's basically it for the video, guys. The next video is gonna be the Entombed Sentinels, so make sure you guys are subscribed so you guys don't miss that. Today we're gonna still have more mythic testings. We're still gonna test three more bosses, so those videos are gonna come out as well. So make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss any of those videos. Thank you again for watching, guys. My name is Mujgate and I see you all on the next video.